Right, Capricorn, welcome to your reading for February 2021. General reading, take what resonates. If you're in the cusp, look at both readings. It's a reading for love. It's the essence of love, the expression, the expression that you are, which is an expression of love, an expression of source. What is your relationship with that energy? Because that relationship with that energy determines everything. All right, romance, life, love, career, everything. When you do a tarot reading, we tap into that particular energy and we just sort of interpret it in different ways. All right, so this is about you. Okay, first card that came out for you before I do your full reading, I just wanted to know what the universe has got to say for you, what message the universe has got to say for you. The Empress, it is coming. Abundance is coming. You know, this is sort of like the first sort of bits of the harvest. The rest is coming. You know, it's almost like wanting to let you know that this is not it. There's so much more for you to look forward to. All right, welcome to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Adrian H. I'm intuitive healer. For those of you coming back, welcome back. All right, so we're going to have a look for you, and if something resonates for you in the reading, claim it for yourself. Open your heart, mind, and soul to it. Take a nice deep breath in. Claim it for yourself. Claim it as truth for yourself. Okay? You don't see anything in life by coincidence. You are tapping into your strength. You are tapping into your power. You are tapping into your energy. You are tapping into your essence. You are this vessel of love, and you are tapping into that. All right, and let's see what that means for us. I want to do a Celtic cross for you because I want a nice detailed reading for you. Okay, so let's see what we've got, Capricorns. Radio. Also, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thumbnails are created by my wonderful friend, and there's a link for it down below in the description, and it says AC Digital Marketing Solutions. Current energy where you are. Three of Pentacles, feeling kind of like a trip, you know, feeling like, oh, is everything ever going to work? Is anything ever going to happen? It's a new start, it's a new beginning, but does it really have to come with all this drama? So you will notice that the Empress is number 3, and the Three of Pentacles is also number 3, all right? So this is letting you know that things don't have to be as challenging as they actually currently sort of portray themselves to be. Just because it seems that it's going to be so hard doesn't mean that it's going to be that hard. All right, sometimes we look from a perception of how things have been before, or we have a focus on how it was for others, and we think it's going to be the same way for us as well. It doesn't have to be unless you choose it. Okay, so don't choose it. Okay, let's see. So the Magician in reverse, the direct influence for this energy. I don't know, you're not really in your power here. You're not in your strength here. You're not, I feel that somehow it's like, you know, it's almost like Bambi in the headlights. You know, when the car's coming and the deer sort of looking at the car. And you're so shocked and paralyzed in that moment that it doesn't cross your mind that you can actually get out of the way. And this is where you are at the moment. There's a focus on a lot of things that are not working out. There's a focus on, on the dark side of things, on the negative side of things, on the sad side of things, that sort of dripping energy. When in fact, there's obviously a different option available as well, but we don't always see that. Okay? Now, there's a better way that things can be, basically. And why are you feeling this way? 8 of Wands here. You know, why are you feeling this way? What is the soil that this energy is planted in, that it's growing from? And it is you wanting a more stable experience of life, stable emotions, you know, a gentler flow, a kinder flow. This is what you want. And so at the moment, the reason why you're having the experience that you are having is because life is showing to you that what you desire, what you would like to have within, and what you are sort of embracing without, you know, what you're spending your time and your energy on, the two don't correlate. Okay, it's if you say that you want to have a healthy body, you know, and you want to, you know, you kind of want to be sort of like a looker, and you might not necessarily want to go to the gym, but you know, you want to have a healthy body. You can't live on takeout. You can't have ice cream for breakfast, even though ice cream and chocolate cake is one of my favorite breakfasts. But I don't have a problem with my body. I love my body, you know. But if you're saying that, you know, this is what you want to have, and please understand, I'm talking about healthy decisions here, you know. I'm not talking about putting yourself on a H2O fast for like the next 2 weeks. Actually, you know, whenever I work with somebody, and I share this with you, you know, whenever I work with somebody that has got body issues, the goal that I would always, you know, support you in reaching is loving your body, appreciating your body. Because when we focus on weight loss, for example, you know, and you're unhappy because you don't lose the weight or pick up the weight or whatever the case may be, you're focusing on the negative. But when you take a loving approach, now you're also healthy. You feel energetic. You know, you've got vitality. You relate to life differently, so life relates differently to you. So that secondary sort of explanation, you know, that healthy, happy relation, that is what you want. But it's like you're experiencing that sort of like wanting to lose weight by not kind of eating, and you're like a miserable person because hungry people are not happy people. It's using your energy, but using it, instead of using it sort of like for your benefit, you're using it against you, against yourself. All right. And this is the wonderful thing, is when we can realize that you know, you got yourself, if you can accept that you got yourself in a situation that you don't like currently being in, when you can accept that you created that, it flips your mind, because then you can also create that which you would like to have. All right. So when we can accept that we created a crappy situation for ourselves that we don't like, when we can accept that, even on the smaller scale, then we can also immediately begin to accept that we can also change that, because that's your power. All right. Now let's see, what is the motivation for this kind of like conundrum sort of energy. It's so interesting. The Hermit was at the bottom of the deck, and I kept on seeing it, and here it comes out again. You needed to, it's like you needed to take a rest, you needed to take a break. It might even have been offered to you, you know, and it's almost like a sense of responsibility pushed you forward harder, and you felt that you were doing the honorable thing, and it's almost like you experience yourself dwindling more and more from your own life. It's almost like your own life, it's almost like you're watching your life slipping away from you. And in many ways, you are, you know, this pattern doesn't work out well. Okay, because this pattern makes you lose your loved ones, make you lose your health, make you lose your job, get you into substance abuse. This is where this pattern is taking you. Okay, so you want to flip that. All right, because your body is healthy, and the simple thing is tired. And the simple thing is, remember, your soul is within your body. And in order for the soul to have a human being experience, it needs a healthy, vital, strong body. Otherwise, the soul's got to leave. That is what you're sitting with at the moment. Okay? The soul might have no choice but to live. But look at this. This is what I love. You're getting it. You are getting it. One way or the other. Somehow, it's almost like somehow you got yourself into a situation sorry, that you might have initially rebelled against. You might have thought it's not a good idea. Somehow life threw you a very powerful lifeline, almost like through something that you might have, you know, not wanted to do. You are actually getting to understand how to administer things better. And I feel that you would know what I'm talking about. You know, this could be work, it could be a friend. You're like, I don't need that extra task. But that task actually began to, it's like you began to change. All right? You began to light up. So take a moment and look back and see, when did things start to change for you? Even when did you start acknowledging your sickness? Because what happens sometimes is we start doing something positive, And then you start getting sick, and you're like, oh, but I'm doing the positive thing. How's this happening? I was embracing the positive, and now that is going. It's showing to you the things in your life that are not working out, so that you can actually consciously work on those. Okay? Because you knew that it's time for a break, and you can accept it. It might not be for everyone, but you might have gotten sick, or at least lose focus. And what's around the corner for you? Happiness and joy, unlocking your magic, spiritual awakening, becoming your own best friend, really. You sort of lost touch with yourself there, but coming back. It's beautiful. Now, let's look at what source. What else I want to say? Okay, so I'm going to tell you the sunflower analogy, which is probably one of my favorite stories. I love sunflowers. Absolutely love sunflowers. Please never ever cut off sunflowers and give them to me. I like sunflowers in the earth. Okay, just letting you know. And I like sunflower seeds. When sunflowers are always open towards the sun, towards the light. When there's no light, they're still open, but they turn towards each other. And this is introspection that you started to do. Somehow, it's almost like you became friends with someone that you didn't expect. Okay. What Spirit wants you to know, what Source wants you to know. 8 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. Whatever this task is that you are doing, it kind of got you to step away from your non-serving ways, carving a better way forward. And this is more... And even if there's romance in your life, it might not be the most prominent thing in your life right now, because I'm not picking it up yet. You are rebuilding your life. You are stepping away from things that are not serving you best and going forwards again. What it is that you might not be aware of, you are learning how to... you are learning how to interact with your energy better. You are going into that, you are getting sort of like cause and effect, like Newton's third rule, cause and effect. For everything, for every action, there's automatic sort of like reaction, and understanding that whether you take action or don't take action, it still has an ongoing effect, because energy always, whenever you have interaction with energy, it always causes some kind of chain reaction, it's like, for example, you are a result of two people that came together, whether they came together lovingly, whether they came together, not so lovingly, it resulted in you. So it was energy that came together, and your parents may have never spoken to each other ever again, you may not even know who your parents are, but the energy came together and it went forward and it created you. You know what I'm saying? You are really, you are becoming so much better at using that powerful energy of yours in a way that serves to your advantage instead of to your detriment. And I love that. I'm going to end up with a law of attraction card for you, so we're going to see what's going on there. So let's see, these cards just like they're just talking to you. Ways in which you sort of used to boomerang yourself maybe before. 5 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. This is you, and I like this. I love this, because this is sort of one of my ways of looking at life. If something happens, and it doesn't fully agree with me, I'm like, you know what? I'm not buying into that. I'm not buying into that. Bounce. You all have your traumas. I'm not buying into that. Okay? And we've got every right to say that. You can say, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not investing my energy this poorly anymore. Okay? And this is what you have. This is almost like, like those memes about Kermit. Whatever's happening, but that's none of my business. That's sort of what's happening. And it's a positive thing. Okay? Let's see what's the outcome for you. Because you're getting your heart's desires here. because you're not kind of, you know, getting involved in all these sort of, you know, storms in teacups. And that is, look at that Empress energy. Remember, it was only the first harvest. Somehow it's almost like you might be you know, a little bit afraid, nervous, scared about losing something that's really helped you. I don't feel that you are. Going forward, Queen of Pentacles, look at you. Really, your relationship with life is improving in incredible ways. So not only are you having the Queen of Wands, you know, with emotion, those emotions are also positively affecting the inner relationship with yourself, because remember, the inner relationship that we have with ourselves is reflected on the outer. You could be looking forward to beautiful financial gains here, you know, paying off whatever, study loans, home loans, mortgages, cars, you know, whatever. Maybe you're blacklisted, your name just get cleared. There's wonderful things that are happening here for you unfolding. Okay. And if it resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking the video. I'd really appreciate your comments. I want to know where in the world we are connecting from. Remember to check out my friend's link down below, AC Digital Marketing Solutions. That does my beautiful thumbnails. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Let's see what we got. Doesn't have to take long. It says within 60 days it can be mine. It's only 2 months. Alright. So as you obviously change, everything else can come into your world, and it can be quick. It doesn't have to be this long process like a, you know, like a student sort of dentist trying to get out the tooth, and here you're laying in egg and you're like, oh, and they're like, you know, and they're like, oh, you okay? You're like, no. Yeah. It doesn't have to be that way. Okay. As you give thought to your future, that may be 10 years or 60 days away, you begin pre-paving. Came out for another sign, I can't remember who now. And then, as you move into those pre-paved moments, and as that future becomes your present, you fine-tune it by saying, this is what I now want. And all of those pre-paved thoughts will fit together to bring you precisely the experience that you now want to live. You got this. See you next time.